Got to compete at the Adaptive Strength World Championship sponsored by Magnus for Magnuson and got second place. I'm going to show you how I got that trophy. So this competition was in Birmingham, England, and it was such a pleasure competing at a high level in adaptive strongman. First up was the circus dumbbell. Definitely not my best event. I would say it's probably my worst event in strongman. I've gotten to practice on a circus dumbbell once in the past 5 years. So it went very well considering my training. And this was actually kind of a PR. I almost locked out a 145 pound the week before the competition. And this is 143, and I wound up getting it for 2 proper reps. Had a couple of close calls in there. My judge was super supportive and coaching me during and giving me a lot of support. And just knew that once we got this event on the road, then I had a lot of other strong events and was going to be able to thrive them. It was 90 seconds, which gave me a lot of time to kind of play with the clock and take a little bit of rest here and there and kind of string it out and do my best to keep chipping away at different reps. And again, came aggravatingly close on a couple of ones, but did my best and tried to use that minute and a half to the best of my ability. I should also mention that because of my extreme scoliosis, this is a really hard event because it's so asymmetrically loaded on my crooked back, but it made sure that because I knew I had to try to do my best at this event, that I really took care of a lot of different issues when it came to my spine and my scapula. So there was a lot of positive came out of this. Moving on to the Conan's wheel. Had to carry this in the crook of my elbows. It was about 170 kilos. It's about 375 pounds. And I knew going in that this was going to be really light from other people's performances. There was somebody who had gone before me getting well over 3 laps, so I know I had to go to that and even beyond because there were some really strong people coming behind me. Definitely allowed this thing to swing on me too much, and I didn't go with enough speed. I tried to just sustain for a while, but really I'm much better built for like strong 20 or 30-second bursts and not just going for a minute. So wound up falling a little bit short, a little bit over 3 laps, but I think I wound up in about 4th place on this event. Really took the breath out of me. It was pretty hard on the old scoliosis at the very end there with the upper back trying to hang on for dear life. Was winded after this one, but was happy it was over. On to some faster events. There was about 770 pounds on this sled and an arm over arm, so I'm lying down there and pulling on the rope in order to pull the sled towards me. I was the fastest one to this point on that event until a guy came with a much better strategy after me and took it by about 1 second. Next up was the car deadlift, but with a giant ice bath in the back. It started at 400 kilos, about 880 pounds, and it wound up, they added 25 kilos every rep. That was successful. I knew I had to beat 5 reps, and there was only one person to go after me. And I wound up rolling, feeling pretty good about this one. Looking back, not very happy with my positioning. Could have been in a slightly stronger position and not been so terribly back heavy. But it was rolling, and wasn't much of a chance to warm up proper. So, it was just kind of tried my hardest. Wound up getting up to 600 kilos or a little bit over 1,300 pounds. So it was real heavy there at the end, and then rep 8 just wasn't going to go. I guess you only got 2 different misses before they cut you off. And last but not least was my best event of the competition, which was the Atlas Stone Run. It was 120, 130, 140, and 155 kilograms. One motioning almost everything, had to kind of relap the last one to finish it off. But this was the heaviest ever adaptive strongman stone run, and did it really fast in 12 or 13 seconds. So I was told I need to come back and break the world record in the adaptive max stone at some point. So that's really exciting. Very happy that I started competing in adaptive strongman and got to meet some really, really wonderful people, and looking forward to stuff in the future. Follow Caneandablefitness for more.